Okay, this is lesson 10-2 notes for the second day. All right, so what we're looking at today is we're still going to be breaking down just like we did in the first video, but now you're going to start seeing a number pop up in front, okay? And then what do we do with that number, okay? Well, we have already actually looked at problems like this a little bit earlier in the year. So if I look here, well, what's the square root of 64? The square root of 64 is 8. So really this is just saying -2 times 8, or you get -16. Now, all else fails, no big deal. If you go ahead and break down and do your fractal tree like 8 times 8, and then do 2 times 4, and 2 times 2, same thing here, 2 times 4, 2 times 2, and you pair up your endings and move them out, well, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, and then you're going to move it to the outside. So -2 times 8 is -16. Okay, so it doesn't matter which way you do it. So let's take a look at another one here. Okay, so on this guy, we're going to go ahead and break down our 8 to 2 times 4 and then 2 times 2. Now you're still pairing up and moving out. But when you do this, you're now going to multiply. What's -2 times 2? So you're going to get -4. Now you have this poor little guy left over right here. Since he doesn't have a buddy, he's going to stay on the inside. So you'll have -4 root 2 as a final answer here. Okay? Again, do not use numbers that you have broken down. Okay, so on number 3, now we're going to do the exact same thing, but they're also going to throw a variable in on us. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and break this down. And we're going to get like 4 times 5, 2 times 2. Again, 2's pair up and move out, so 4 times 2 is 8. The 5 is left on the inside. Okay, now variables, okay, just like we learned in the last lesson, u, right, doesn't have a pair, so it's going to stay here. V to the third, we've got 2 v's, so we have 1 set on the outside, and then this poor little guy's get left on the inside. So your answer will be 8v times radical of 5uv. Okay, all right, let's try another one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and break this down. So 54, I'm going to break it into 2 and 27, and then 27 will go to 3 and 9, and then 9 will go to 3 and 3. So I have the 3's pair up and move out, so that gets me -18. Now left over on the inside is 2 times 3, which is 6. And now look at your variables. Well, a to the 4th, you're going to have 2 pairs on the outside. Same thing with b to the 4th. How many pairs do we have? We have 2 pairs and no leftovers. So this right here is going to be your answer. Okay? All right, so now we're going to take a look at what happens when we are asked to start multiplying them. So now, in this case, anything on the inside is multiplied with anything on the inside here, okay? So 2 times 15 is 30, so I have the square root of 30, and then break it down. Now, when I do my breakdowns, I'm going to go back and just look right to here, and whatever I used here is what I'm going to use down here, so I don't really have to think about it. So I'm going to go ahead and break this down to 2 and 15, and then this will break down to 3 and 5. Now, in this case, there are no pairs. If I look at my endings here, 2, 3, and 5, there are no pairs, and since there's no pairs, you can't break it down, so your answer is right here. It's just going to be the square root of 30. Okay, so on number 6, now keeping the last rule in mind here, we multiply insides with other insides, okay? So what's important here is this -5 cannot be multiplied by the 4 and the 5 on the inside, because this guy right here is an outside number, where these blue guys are the inside number. Now, I think it's also important to note here that technically there's always a 1 in front of a square root. Just like if it was a variable, there's always a 1 in front, okay? So you're going to multiply your outsides together and get -5, and then you're going to multiply your insides together and get 20. Okay, now you still need to do breakdown, so I'm going to go to 4 and 5, and then 4 will go to 2 and 2, okay? So the 2's pair up and move out. So -5 times 2 is -10. And then since you have this little guy left over, we're going to have the square root of 5 left on the inside still. Okay, again, don't use the numbers that you're breaking down. Okay, so number 7, again, outside numbers multiply with other outside numbers. So the 5 and the 4 are going to multiply together to get 20. Okay, then the inside numbers, 12 and 2, are going to multiply together to get a 24. Okay, so now we break down your 24. Doesn't matter what you break it into. I'm going to go ahead and leave it as 12 and 2 since that's what they gave us. And then I'm going to break this down to 3 and 4, and then 2 and 2. So the 2's pair up and move out. So that gives me a 40 on the outside now, because 2 times 20 is 40. And then when I'm looking here at my other endings, I have a 3 and a 2 left over. Again, don't use these guys that we broke down. So 3 times 2 is 6. So I have 40 root 6 is my answer. Okay, so now we're going to look at the same thing, but now we're going to throw a variable in the mix, okay? So we're still just going to multiply our inside numbers here, which happens to be 15. Now on your variables, remember when we're multiplying or when they're side by side, we add up those exponents. So this will be 15m to the third, okay? All right, so now break down. Well, 3 times 5, can't pair up and move out anything, but my m to the third, I have 3 m's, so I'm going to pair up and move out one set. So I have an m on the outside, I still have a 15 on the inside, and then this poor little m that didn't have a buddy also still going to be hanging out on the inside. So your answer will be m radical 15m. Okay, on this guy, again, we're going to go ahead and put together the insides, so 3m and 3m. And then your outside number here, outside number here is all by its lonesome. We got a -5. Now keep in mind, there is technically a 1 there. So -5 times 1 is -5. On the inside, 3 times 3 is 9. And then m and m gives you m squared. Okay. All right, well, the square root of 9 is 3. So I already know that this is just saying -5 times 3. Now looking at your m's, you have m squared. You have one pair that moves out. There is nothing left in the square root, so there is no square root left. Now go ahead and multiply that by -5 and get -15m as your final answer. Okay. All right, so on this guy, we're going to go ahead and multiply. Again, multiply those outside numbers. So we've got -1, right? Technically that's a 1. So -1 times 4. So I have a -4 on the outside. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and multiply the inside here. So 20m to the third times 20x to the third times 10x squared. So that'll give me 200x to the fifth. Again, side by side, we add those exponents. All right, so now let's go ahead and break down. Again, we use 20 and 10 to get here, so that's where I'm going to go back to. And then this guy, I'm going to break down to 2 times 10. Now, at this point right here, I do have a pair of 10s that I can go ahead and move out. It is completely fine if you want to go ahead and break this down to 2 and 5 and 2 and 5, because you will get a pair of 2s, you will get a pair of 5s, and 2 times 5 is 10, which is what we had right here. So as soon as you see something matching, you can go ahead and move it out. You don't have to continue this yellow section. All right? Okay, so on the outside, 10 times -4 is -40. Now I have this little 2 left over right here, so I've got a 2 left over on the inside. X to the fifth, I have 5 x's, so when I'm looking at pairs, I have 2 pairs that moved out, and then I have this poor little guy on the inside, and that's going to be my final answer. All right, that concludes this note set.